Welcome back. In this video, we explore words from stiff neck to syrup, with clear definitions, examples, and useful expressions to expand your English vocabulary. Stiff neck, pain or difficulty moving the neck. After sleeping awkwardly, he woke up with a stiff neck. Spell out, to explain something clearly and in detail so that it's easy to understand. The teacher had to spell out the instructions so everyone could understand the task. Stingy, not generous, unwilling to spend money. He's too stingy to leave a tip at the restaurant. Stink, to smell very bad. The garbage stinks because it hasn't been taken out in days. Stirrup, a metal loop for a rider's foot on a saddle. She put her foot in the stirrup and mounted the horse. Stitch, to sew or make stitches with a needle and thread. She stitched the torn sleeve of her shirt before going out. Stitch, a loop of thread used for sewing or after surgery. The doctor put 3 stitches in the cut. Stock up, to buy a lot of something for future use. We stocked up on food and water before the storm. Stoke, to add fuel or encourage activity or feeling. He added more wood to the fireplace to stoke the fire. The strong wind stoked the forest fire, making it spread faster. His speech stoked anger among the crowd. Stork, a large bird often linked to bringing babies. The stork is a symbol of birth in many cultures. The stork built its large nest on top of the old church tower, just like every spring. Strait, a narrow passage of water between 2 seas. The Strait of Gibraltar separates Europe from Africa. Strangle, to kill or stop something by squeezing the throat or limiting growth. The murderer tried to strangle his victim. Stray, to move away from a group or proper place. The dog strayed from its owner in the park. Stroll, to walk in a relaxed, slow way for pleasure. They took a stroll along the beach after dinner, enjoying the cool evening breeze. Stroller, a small chair on wheels for taking a baby or young child outside. The mother pushed her baby in a stroller through the park on a sunny morning. Stuck, unable to move or escape. The car got stuck in the mud after the heavy rain. We were stuck in traffic for 2 hours. The drawer is stuck and won't open. I feel stuck in a routine and need a change. Stubborn, unwilling to change one's mind or attitude. My little brother is so stubborn that he never admits he's wrong. Let's look at some examples of how we use the word stubborn in real life. Not as strong as I remember, but still stubborn as a mule. Studio flat, a small apartment with 1 main room. He lives in a studio flat near the city center. Stuff, to fill food with another type of food before cooking it. She stuffed the chicken with rice and herbs. Stun, to shock or surprise greatly. The news of his sudden resignation stunned everyone. Stunning, extremely beautiful or impressive. She looked stunning in her red dress at the party. Stunt, a dangerous or impressive action. The stunt man performed an incredible jump between 2 buildings. Many thought his skydiving into the event was just a publicity stunt. Sturdy, strong and well-built. The table is made of sturdy wood and will last for years. Sublet, to rent out a property that you are already renting. She decided to sublet her apartment while studying abroad. Submarine, a ship that travels underwater. The submarine disappeared beneath the waves. We all know the famous Beatles song Yellow Submarine, about living together in an imaginary submarine under the sea. Subpoena, an official order to appear in court. The witness received a subpoena to testify at the trial. Subsidy, money given by a government to help reduce costs. Farmers receive subsidies to support agricultural production. Subsistence, the minimum means needed to stay alive. Many families in the area live at a subsistence level. Many families in the drought-stricken region live on bare subsistence, relying only on what little food they can grow. Substitute, someone who takes another's place. The teacher was sick, so a substitute came in for the day. Subway, an underground railway system. We took the subway to get to downtown faster. Succession, a series of people or things following one another, in quick succession. 3 goals were scored in quick succession during the first half. A succession of events. The company faced a succession of financial problems last year. Royal succession. The law of royal succession was changed to allow daughters to inherit the throne. Succession planning. Good succession planning ensures smooth leadership transitions. Line of succession. He is 5th in line of succession to the throne. Successive. Following one after another, the team won 3 successive championships. Suitcase. A case for carrying clothes when traveling. He packed his suitcase the night before the flight. Suite. A set of connected rooms in a hotel. They booked a luxury suite with a sea view. Sulfur. A yellow chemical element with a strong smell. The volcano emitted clouds of sulfur and ash. Summit. The highest point of a mountain or a high-level meeting. The leaders met at the economic summit to discuss trade. In English, words like peak, summit, and top can all refer to the highest point of something, but they are used in slightly different ways depending on the context. Peak. Snow covered the mountain peak all year round. Summit. The climbers planted their flag at the summit. Top. We rested at the top of the hill. Summon. To order someone to come. The manager summoned the team for an urgent meeting. He tried to summon the strength to keep going after the accident. She summoned the courage to speak in front of the crowd. In sports, Spanish convocar is expressed differently in English, to call up a player, or to be called up to the national team. He was called up to play for the national team. Sunflower, a tall yellow plant that follows the sun. The field was full of bright yellow sunflowers. Sunglasses, glasses that protect your eyes from the sun. Don't forget your sunglasses, it's very bright outside. Sunstroke, illness from too much sun exposure. He got sunstroke after working all day in the heat. Sunshade, something used to protect from the sun. We sat under the sunshade at the beach. When you go to the beach, you can use a beach umbrella for shade or a sunshade for a smaller, portable option. Sometimes people also say parasol, especially in more formal or decorative contexts. Sunshade can refer to a large canopy, a parasol for a baby stroller, or a typical awning used on patios, cafes, or bars to provide shade from the sun. Superb, excellent, of very high quality. The restaurant offers superb service and delicious food. Supper, the evening meal, especially in some countries. We had a light supper before going to bed. Supplier, a person or company that provides goods. The company changed its supplier to get better prices. Support, to help or give encouragement. Her friends supported her through the difficult time. Suppose to think that something is true or likely. I suppose he'll arrive around 8 o'clock. Sure, certain, confident about something. Are you sure this is the right address? Surface, the outer layer or top of something. The surface of the table was smooth and shiny. Surf, to ride on ocean waves with a board. They went to Hawaii to surf during the summer. Surgeon, a doctor who performs operations. The surgeon performed a successful heart operation. Surgery, medical operation or the place where doctors work. She had knee surgery last month. Surpass, to do better or go beyond. Her achievements surpass everyone's expectations. Surprise, an unexpected event or feeling. The party was a total surprise for her birthday. Surrender, to give up or stop resisting. The soldiers had no choice but to surrender. Surrogate, a substitute, often a person who carries a baby for another. They found a surrogate mother to carry their baby. Surround, to be all around something. The house is surrounded by beautiful gardens. Surveillance, close observation of people or areas. The store uses cameras for constant surveillance. Survey, to ask questions to gather information. The company conducted a survey about customer satisfaction. Survival, the act of continuing to live or exist. Their survival depended on finding clean water. Suspect, to believe someone may be guilty or something is true. The police suspect him of the robbery. Suspension bridge, a bridge supported by cables. The Golden Gate Bridge is a famous suspension bridge. Sustain, to keep something going or support it. The farm can't sustain so many animals without more water. The team worked hard to sustain their lead until the final whistle. She sustained a minor injury during the match. The organization relies on donations to sustain its programs. Swallow, to make food or drink go down your throat. He swallowed the pill with a glass of water. Swamp, an area of wet, muddy land. The swamp was full of frogs and insects. Swan, a large white water bird. A beautiful swan swam across the lake. Swap, to exchange one thing for another. Let's swap seats so you can see better. Sway, to move slowly from side to side. The trees swayed gently in the wind. He was easily swayed by her arguments. Swear, to make a serious promise or use bad words. He swore to tell the truth in court. He started to swear loudly after hitting his thumb with a hammer. Sweat, to produce liquid from the skin when hot or nervous. He was sweating after running up the stairs. Sweaty, covered in sweat. After the workout, his shirt was sweaty. Sweep, to clean with a broom or move fast and smoothly. She swept the kitchen floor after breakfast. Sweet, having a sugary taste or pleasant nature. The cake was deliciously sweet. Swerve, to turn suddenly to avoid something. The driver swerved to avoid hitting a dog. He swerved away from the topic. Swift, moving very quickly. The river has a swift current after the rain. They made a swift decision to leave. Swim, to move through water using arms and legs. She learned to swim when she was 5. Swimming, the activity or sport of moving through water. Swimming is great exercise for your whole body. Swing, to move back and forth. The child was happily swinging in the park. Public opinion can swing quickly before an election. Switch, to change from one thing to another. After years of working nights, she decided to switch to a daytime job. He switched off the light before going to bed. Sword, a weapon with a long metal blade. The knight drew his sword and charged. Swordfish, a large fish with a long pointed bill. We ordered grilled swordfish at the restaurant. Symbol, something that represents another thing. The dove is a symbol of peace. Syrup, a thick sweet liquid used in food or medicine. She poured maple syrup on her pancakes. The doctor prescribed a cough syrup to help him stop coughing at night. That's all for today. Keep practicing these words and you'll see your English improve every day.